Hi everyone, it's Nancy back with another process video for you, and here I am just going to be creating a layout with the Amy Tangerine Ready Set Go collection. This is a collection that I quite often forget about, hence why I've got nearly a full 12x12 pad in my paper stash. The love paper, which you see that I'm there just cutting down to mount on my background, I really loved, that paper, and it was also available in a craft version, and I think I brought about 6 or 7 sheets of it, and just have it all in my stash because I think I used like 1 or 2, and then that was it really. So I have quite a few of that and I want to use it up. I have just mounted that onto another piece from that collection, which is just kind of a sketchy drawn design, and now I am taking out my inks, and I'm going to be creating my background stamping. So I'm using my American Crafts polka dot brayer, and I'm using a Stampin' Up ink for that, and I'm using the Spiced Marmalade, which is the Tim Holtz Distress ink. And for that I'm using my plus sign roller stamp. So I'm just adding that texture to the background, just going over and over and building that design up. I decided it needs a little bit more colour, so I'm going to add the worn lipstick over the top, again with that American Crafts brayer. As I normally do, again this is a similar technique you've seen me use quite a lot of times, and that is now adding my mist over the top. So I'm using the Heidi Swap Coral, and I'm using the Do Crafts Artisan Gold. It's a slightly different gold to the Heidi Swap, but I like it all the same, and I think it's slightly more watery, so you get bigger sort of splots on your paper. I'm just taking my heat gun to dry that up, and as I say, that gold does take a little bit longer to dry than some of the other mists. I just want to say that I'm actually using a different video software to record this video, so I apologise if it's not as good as previous videos. Not quite sure what I'm doing here. I think I'm just waiting for it to dry. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm having real problems with my laptop at the moment, and the software and things that I'm using, when it's rendering the video, the audio track is going off slightly, and I know that I put a video up last week and it done the same, and I thought it was the processing, but it seems that it's my rendering. So I'm just trying out a couple of new softwares to see if I can get something to work, but there may be a lack of videos. I have several recorded, but it's just a case of actually editing and processing them at the moment, which is causing real issues. So hopefully I can get over that. So if anyone has got any of the software that they use and they just want to comment below and let me know what that is, so I can give that a try, that would be good. I have been using Windows Movie Maker since I started doing YouTube videos. I've never had a problem with it. I don't know if it's a compatibility issue at the moment or what, but it's causing me a headache. So anyway, back to the video. What you've seen here is I've pulled out lots of these kind of circly shapes, and they were just simply made using my watercolours on some sort of beigey coloured cardstock, and I just had some paint left in my watercolours, and so I just swirled them round, and then I have cut round them, and I've left a small border around them just to add them a little bit more definition. I've just added some more mist over the top there. I wanted them clustered around the photo as a sort of layer. I am using some foam tape just to pop my photo up on. That's not the best, it's not a craft foam tape that I'm using there, so it's ultra sticky and not very forgiving at all, but it does its job. So I'm just continuing to build up the layers around the photo. I realised that I want to surround the photo more, because that sort of top and bottom corner were feeling a little bit empty. So I'm just taking those other circles that I've got there and continuing to add those to the design. As I said, it's such a simple thing to do, and as I said, I really just was having a bit of a play with my watercolours at the time, but I'm really happy with how it came out. These are then some die cuts that the result of some cuts that I've done on my Cameo. As you've seen in my previous, it was my National Scrapbooking Day video, I used a background which I cut from the Silhouette store, which was a kind of variety of sort of confetti hearts in the background. I kept all of those hearts in this little tray here, and I'm just using those as similarly now as I'd use die cuts on a page. So again, I'm just adding those to the clustered circles and trying to fill in the gaps and sort of add those around that photo. I did the pink ones are from the Highline collection from Basic Grey that I cut out, and then the other ones are actually from the background of the Love Noted paper that I used in my National Scrapbooking Day video. So they just add a little bit more texture and, you know, fill in that design around the photo. And I'm just using my Cosmic Shimmer Glue to stick those down. As I said, I'm really happy with how they all look. As I said, this video software is kind of very different to the Windows Media Player, so I'm not sure if I'm in sync here at all. So hopefully you'll be hearing this because it will have uploaded to YouTube fine. But we'll see. Luckily, it's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK, so it's Monday and I'm not at work, so I've actually got time to do a little bit of playing. Annoyingly, I do want to get some scrapbooking done today, but I think it's more important that I try and get these process videos up, because I've got so many just sitting on my computer waiting to be uploaded. So here you can see me cutting out some hearts, and they were on the same piece of paper that I've done these circles, and again that's just black watercolour on that paper, and again just cutting them out and dotting them around the design. And I really think it adds some impact to it, because it was getting a little bit wishy-washy, to be honest. So just fussily cutting around them, again leaving a border around the edge, and then there you'll see the word love again, which I painted using the watercolours, and that's on the script font, which, you know, I'm trying to embrace a little bit at the moment, but embracing my own script font, not some of the pre-printed designs, which I have struggled with, and I know I'm not the only one, because a lot of you have commented saying similar things. So it was really simple to do. I literally just picked the paintbrush up and done the design, and then just kind of kept going over and over it to create the effect I wanted. So that is actually going to be my title for this layout. As I said, I'd scrapped, I don't know if I had said this, I've narrated a couple of these videos now on different softwares. I've scrapped this photo before, but I'd done it in black and white previously, and I really like the photo of us. It's just us making our, you know, making silly faces at the camera when we went away for Valentine's weekend. So I wanted to scrap it. I don't have a problem with scrapping the same photo more than once, because I'm actually going to tell a different story through this. So, you know, I think that's fine. I mean, I know some people aren't. I mean, I've got loads of other photos, you know, that I could scrap, so it seems a little bit silly to be scrapping the same photo twice. But as I said, I want a different story to go with this one. As I've said, the title is going to be Love, and then you've got the love all on the background paper as well. So it just kind of reiterates that, and I'm just going to write a little bit about our relationship. I decided not to cut the middle of the O out, because I haven't cut the middle of the hearts out, so I thought it would also look a little bit odd where it's overlapping the photo in the background. I'm just pulling out some more of those die cuts because I just want to start filling in the space a bit more, to make sure, you know, that when I've stuck the title down, that it actually seems to surround the photo. And then I'm just going to pop the end of that up on a little bit of 3D foam. So I'm now going to add some ink, and this is just the matte black ink that I recently found in the caravan. So I'm going to just add some of that around. I pull out those bits from the Studio Calico kit, which I don't think anyone really liked, to be honest. They're written now, and they're still sitting there in the bag that I got them in. So I'm just cutting out another heart there, because I think it just needed something at the top, but I end up not even putting it at the top, and I put it down to the side there. So I'm just trying to peel up the layers there to stick it down. But as I said, it doesn't even end up there. I just end up popping it down there at the bottom, and I'm just going to use my pokey tool to pull up those layers, just so I can stick that down behind. I do tear the paper a little bit behind, but you can't see it, it's not a problem. So I do just lift the paper up to just check that I've actually stuck everything down, and nothing's falling off. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. Oh yes, I'm taking some cuts that I done again on my Cameo, and these were just some different heart designs, and they kind of went with the hearts that I'd done, but they're a solid black, so they just add a little bit more definition to the page, and I really love how they look. So I'm just going to add some more mist over the top, and again this is just the gold mist that I'm using. And then to finish up the layout, I feel it just needs a little bit more texture. So you will see me in a moment pull out some wood veneers. I've got so many wood veneers, it's one of my stash that I'm sort of trying to use up at the moment. These ones I believe came from the Sun Drifter collection. They are a Studio Calico one, and they were kind of not quite circular, they were kind of the weird circly shapes, which I was kind of really off put on. I don't think I bought them, I think they came in the kit. If I bought them it was very silly because I didn't like them. But I do manage to use them on this page because again it goes with kind of the circles that I created out of the watercolour paper in the background. So I'm just trying to use as many of those as I can up, and basically I use all of them apart from the ones that say kind of thank you and happy birthday and stuff like that. I even use little ones that have got small sort of stars and asterisks printed in them, and I'm just going to scatter them around my layers, and then that is this layout done. Hopefully this video has been okay for you to watch, and again as I said, I am still playing with software and things like that, and hopefully my issues will be resolved soon. So here I'm just going to cut to some close-up shots of the final layout. So thank you very much for watching. I hope the video and everything was okay, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye!